Welcome to the Four Listeners Program. Welcome aboard, everybody. Thanks for checking us out this week. On the mics this week, we have the Z-Man. What's up, Z?
Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Can you repeat the question? You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. And you're not so big.
Dude, you lied to us.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
Well, the other song was just, why can't we be friends 4 times?
Well, all right.
There's no fucking lyrics to it.
Okay.
Well, maybe you get it right then.
I'll tell you what, I'm outroing with Why Can't We Be Friends and Fuck Your Song. On the other mic, we have the illustrious Corey G. What's up, buddy?
Yo, getting drunk.
All right.
First time in a while.
Good job, buddy. Way to get back on the horse.
Thanks.
What up, everybody? I'm Spear. I am going to go on the record right now as saying that I think this is going to be a train wreck, horrendous mistake of a show. But I'm going to throw it over.
How is that any different?
I don't know. I'm throwing it over to the Z-Man. Z, what do we got?
All right, so this week, it's been, I think this may be our 1.5-year anniversary. 18 months.
Yeah, as a matter of fact.
Just about.
That's right.
And we started the show not thinking anybody was going to listen to it. We came up with the idea that maybe 4 people would listen to it. And we're still hovering slightly above that number. And so this week, we want to yell at you, our 4 listeners, and something must be done about you guys sucking. And to help us, we have our 4 listeners. These are 4 people who actually have listened to more than 50% of our catalog. And it's a pretty amazing feat. They still do listen to our show, and we'd like to thank them / bash them for that.
I don't understand this.
Yeah, for the record, they still suck, too.
So first up, we have one of our spousal what are we going to call you? The intern.
Intern.
We have our intern, Miss Shelley, wife of Spear.
I'm also a former co-host.
And a former co-host.
Guest host,
Would you call her Spear Handler?
Let's just move on.
Okay. Next up.
Wait, can I say hello?
Oh, sure, you can say hello.
Hello, I have my wine, I'm good.
Next up, we have no stranger to the show, my brother Adam. He's now easily becoming the Steve Martin of the show. Hello, Adam.
You.
What is this, your sixth guest host appearance?
Quite possibly.
All
What's
right.
up, buddy?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm good. Got a little tequila going. Someone drank the rest of my bottle. I don't know how that happened.
If I say anything I regret, it's the beer talking, and don't take it to heart, okay?
Right.
That only goes for you.
All right, I got it. Cool.
The rest of you guys go fuck yourselves.
Wow.
Next up, my buddy Jay. Jay is our local Vermontian. He's never technically been a guest host, but I think he's been present for a taping of a show. So that's kind of like guest hosting.
Fair enough.
What's up, Jay? How you doing?
How's it going, man?
Not too bad, not too bad. Welcome to the show. And last but not least, another buddy of mine and Jay's. It's another guy up here in Cambridge land. My boy Bala. What's going on, Bala?
How's it going? Just enjoying my Yingling.
Thank you for being a part of our show. I appreciate the love, the support. We just are looking for a little bit more from our listeners. We want to get our listeners involved. We want you guys giving us feedback on our Facebook page and our 4 listeners page. Maybe some positive reviews on the iTunes. Adam, I do appreciate the one single post up there. It's very nice.
Thank you.
We did notice it. We give a little shout out for you.
Thank you.
One of the things I know that you guys always are saying when we finally do post the shows up there, and one of the reasons we actually know you guys do listen, is that a lot of times you complain and you say things like, "Oh man, I wish I was on that show. You guys totally missed blah, and you totally missed this point and that point." And so I figure I'd throw it open to you guys now to name the show that you wish you were a host on, and the point that we totally blew the ball on. We totally dropped the ball on. Let's start with Bala, because I know Bala's got some bones to pick.
I don't know if it's funny or not, but I just wanted to be part of the stupid library one where you're trying to knock them because you just sounded like a Republican. Not that there's anything wrong with it, you know. But it's like, oh, I don't care about poor people. Oh, And then that pretty much sounded like your singing voice, so that's all I have to say about that.
Equally as
That's fair.
horrendous.
That's fair. That's fair. So the next question we just want to find out is why do you guys listen? Because it may be something we can try to spread to other people, or
Yeah, what do we got on this show that's good?
help us find it because we're not sure yet.
We can't figure it out.
What do you think, Jay?
Well, as the only one that didn't talk about what they were drinking, it kind of leads into some people drink. I listen to your show. Sometimes people drink to escape their problems. I hear your problems and think, it's not that bad.
Some people drink to make the show better.
So
There you go.
we're your Jersey Shore.
There you go.
Oh my God, no! Now I have to kill myself.
That's more like therapy.
Oh God!
Sitting on a couch for 20 minutes.
Listen to other people bitching about all their problems.
Now I have to kill myself.
Because you're Snooky?
No,
Damn.
Because he bangs Snooki.
I've never banged an orange chick. So let me ask you guys this: we're asking for feedback from our listeners, and we do it all the time. We say, post up on the Facebook page, give us some ideas, give us some feedback. We also keep a running list of things that we want to try to tackle. Sometimes we come up with things spur of the moment. Sometimes we go back to the list. So here's an opportunity for you guys to kind of help us thin out the list a little bit. One of the things we have on here is something must be done about dumb things rich people do with their money. What do you guys think about that?
That would work because
I think that works.
they have those shows on CMT, the redneck vacation one and the Bayou Billionaires. You
Bayou
gotta
Billionaires?
watch those.
What's
Oh,
that?
you gotta watch it. It's worse than Jersey Shore.
How so? What's it about?
Bayou Billionaires. It's these people from Shreveport that sold all their land rights for, I guess, oil and gas or whatever. So now they're literally billionaires. And it's basically like you took someone from Walmart, gave them $1 billion, just do whatever the fuck they want, and videotaped it.
Wow.
That sounds horrendous.
It's genius.
So here's one of the ones that we've had on here, probably the longest. Something must be done about stupid talk show hosts. We had started the notes on this. We were saying like Fran Drescher at one point was going to get a talk show, and then it was like we were going to start talking about things like Maury Povich. Like I have this uncanny ability when I'm watching Maury Povich to predict whether or not they are or are not the father. Like there's a special little gleam that Maury gets in his eye when he goes, "Marvin, you are the father," and everyone goes crazy, and it's like, I told you to take care of your baby. You take care of your baby. I can tell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, Jason, what do you think about that? Like if we were to do a show like around that kind of stuff.
I think that could definitely work. There's a lot of dumb talk shows on TV. You could definitely rant for a while on that.
Would you be interested if we were like if we brought in the Four Listeners House of Celebrity Consulting and tried to think of what other crazy people could have a talk show? Like think like Jeffrey Dahmer has a cooking show.
Emerald from the cooking show. He had a sitcom.
Yeah, that's like the other way around, right?
Yeah,
He did?
did for like
Yeah,
5
the Bam guy. Bam. He had a sitcom on NBC for
Yep.
like 30 seconds.
I must have missed it.
Emerald Lagasse?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, that's Count Dracula.
Yeah.
What's the Count Dracula dude's name?
Count
Bella.
Emerald Lugosi.
Lugosi.
Bella.
Bella Lugosi. Holy shit. Really?
That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh my god.
Well, my train of thought was going down the path of like I don't know if the name is right, but the Jeff Galooly or whatever happened with the skating thing, like him being an ice skating coach or something. But
That
then
would
the whole
be
Dracula
that
thing
would
came
be
up.
funny. That would be funny. Like I'm trying to think of like folks that like can't even talk straight. Like, can you imagine like Sylvester Stallone with a talk show? That's what I'm talking about. Like,
Didn't he start as a porn star?
no,
That
that
was his
was his
original,
brother Frank, wasn't it?
Was it?
Notice how they all know the answer to that one.
I do know the answer to that one.
How about Something must be done about crappy mascots.
Nobody knows what it... Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I
mean, wait.
have no idea what a whose mascot's who, or...
I know one that's no longer, and I'm sad.
Well, right, it was so creepy. They killed off the 76ers Hip Hop.
Like, I even knew
They
that
did?
was.
They killed him off?
Yeah,
They had a mascot called the Hip Hop.
Hip
When did
Hop.
that happen?
Whoa,
He was
don't
like-
go there.
Did you ever see, what's that Donnie Darko movie?
Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko, yeah.
You know that creepy rabbit thing?
Yeah, it was like the hip hop mascot.
Yeah, that's exactly what hip-hop was.
Yeah. Little trivia for you guys. One of the people on this podcast right now actually named hip hop.
It was me!
That's
you named the
awesome.
76ers
I
mascot?
did. I did. I'm so proud, but nobody knows it.
And then he
Yeah.
killed it just now?
And he's dead now. He's gone.
That's pretty neat.
That's awesome.
Little known fact.
Little known fact. There
Yep.
you go. How about this one? Something must be done about fast food.
Are we talking about fast food restaurants or food that is cooked fast?
A little bit of both. So I'll throw this one out. I'll throw this one out to Bala. If I said, what about like the Taco Bell Doritos taco? Is that like, or the Jack in the Box bacon milkshake? Is that going too far?
I
Is
drink
there is there really a line? I don't know.
There's a bacon milkshake. Jack in the Box has a bacon milkshake. The 24 ounce bacon milkshake at Jack in the Box is nearly 1,100 calories.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm not even joking.
Unfortunately, Jack in the Box is a West Coast thing.
It's unfortunately. It's not fortunately.
Bacon
That is,
milkshake? Are you serious? You wouldn't go out and try that?
dude, I'd be afraid of what might happen to me if I tried the bacon milkshake.
It's bacon.
It's bacon.
But my thing is, look, I'm not. I would
You
be
have to
afraid.
try it.
I would be afraid for my health only because I don't think I would be able to drink just one.
Yeah, but you'd be like, fuck, a bacon milkshake. Give me my keys. I'm out of here.
See, at the very least, though, if you have a bacon milkshake, you know what you're getting into. If you have like a freaking salad like back in the day at McDonald's where they're like, oh, we're going to throw in way more fat with the dressing than you ever would get from our burgers, that's when it's like, real, like,
Exactly.
come on. Like, don't try and pretend to be healthy and then go the exact opposite route.
Right. It's like the McDonald's oatmeal where it's like, oh, it's our healthy option. In the meantime, it's loaded with sugar and fat and whatever else, and it just has no healthy.
Enough salt.
Yeah.
Your sodium content for like 2 days or something.
Right.
The sad part, too, is I don't know if it's Jamie English or whatever who goes around and shows how cheaply and efficiently and, like, good tasting you can make healthy food. And there are very few shops that go around and try and provide that in the fast food world. At least, I'd figure out at the very least with supply and demand, you know? You got all the, like, crap food places, and then you'd have the one thing that's trying to be healthy.
All right. How about if we got any travelers? Any frequent flyers?
No.
Yep,
Jay, you're a frequent flyer.
I am.
So what if we did a show on something must be done about airport security, where even airports in general? I mean, where would you go with something along those lines?
Yeah, I mean, like, one of my favorite games is sitting there watching a crowd walking through and playing who's going to randomly stop, not realizing that there's a ton of people in the flow of traffic that is right behind them, and are they actually going to get run into? It's you can see them coming usually. Like, they start looking around, they're looking at the board, and you're like, yeah, that one right there, going to stop, going to get run over, someone's going to trip. I'm going to laugh. It's going to be fantastic.
One of my favorite airport games is Gay or European.
How does that game get played, Zeth?
It's pretty simple. You guess whether a person is gay or European.
Same thing.
I have a buddy up here that plays gay or Canadian when he's out walking around town. It's good stuff.
It's a fun game.
Yeah.
Now, my favorite is when you're in the airport bathroom and there's the guy without a shirt on at the sink washing himself.
Yeah.
If that were in the ladies' room, you guys would not mind at all.
No, of course not.
But we're not in the ladies' room.
That's because I believe in women's rights.
Yeah.
So now Shelley's not convinced. How about this one? Bala? Ridiculous greetings or celebrations. So we're talking like the handshake hug, the cross-locking elbows, the fist bump.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I guess I might be one of those people.
I was gonna say, you're talking to somebody who will fist bump and explode it every time.
You blow it up every time?
I might have some color in me. It's not my fault if I have more coordination than the average cracker.
The average cracker.
Like Spears' mom.
Oh. Seriously, thought I was going to get
Or
through
have a
whole
little
show.
bit of color in her.
Thought I was going to get through a whole show without having to play it once. Almost.
What about the national holidays, like 365 days a year? Like yesterday was National Cheese Doodle Day, and today is National White Chocolate Cheesecake Day. I mean, really?
There you
Well,
go.
I don't know whether or not I'm more concerned that there is a day, an event every day, or the fact that you know this.
Well, I
I
know
only
it's
know this because my husband sent me a link. So
yeah, it's
it
my
entirely-
fault. I picked up on National Cheese Doodle Day.
And then said, I must have some in honor.
I do have a bag in my kitchen right now.
Yeah, I have one of
you
those
have
big jars of cheese balls. I had some cheese balls in a show of solidarity. They weren't exactly cheese doodles.
Well,
But-
cheesy poofs, cheesy poof.
Yeah,
I'm concerned that every day isn't Talk Like a Pirate Day.
there you go.
You know what? Heads up. We're recording this on the 6th. This will be out on the 12th.
It'll be Pie
Keep
Day.
tuned. March 14th, in case you forgot, is Steak and a Blowjob Day.
That's right.
Nice.
Let's discuss this. So
Get to work,
the
intern.
original Steak and
not.
BJ
Let's
Day
not.
was March 20th. Like, how can you change the date of a holiday?
When was it March 20th? I always thought it was March 14th. I thought it was 1 month after Valentine's Day.
It started off as March 20th, and then they changed it to be March 14th to match Valentine's Day. So depending on how your man treats the woman on Valentine's Day, how good you are treated on Steak and BJ Day.
All right. Well, anyway, I think everyone should take notice. Treat your man to both the steak and the blowjob.
Yes, I concur.
Yes, wholeheartedly.
Wholeheartedly
Seem-
agree.
Z-Man, you're coming up north, right?
Why do I have to give you a steak or blowjob? I'm sorry. Why am I coming up
Sounds
north?
like he's getting at it.
At least a reach around.
I mean,
Common courtesy. What about a show about all those stupid like fads or whatever? Like they have Angelina Jolie's leg as a Twitter or pretty much just Twitter things in general. I guess
Something must be done about stupid internet memes. That the fucking the 6-box pictures of what do you do? What does your mom think you do? What do your coworkers think you do? What the hell's the name of that fucking cat?
Play 'em off, Piano Cat.
Well, there's that, and then there's like the cat with the rainbow behind it or some shit.
Oh, Nemo, the one that's it's a Pop-Tart cat with a fart in a rainbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's awesome.
And then you can get into the really fucked up ones, like we've touched on this before, like Tub Girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Something must be done about internet memes. Whose suggestion was that?
That was Balla's.
Bala, good job, dude. We're gonna write
Two
that
girls,
down.
one cup.
See, disgusting.
That's considered a meme. I go with that on the meme list.
Disgusting.
between that and Tub Girl, some things can't be unseen, bro.
Something
That's
must
what I'm
be said
talking-
about porn not going too far enough.
What?
Far enough. Whoa.
Wait, hold on. How much further do you
Power
want
is
it to
in
go?
holding.
After you mentioned
How
two girls,
far
one
do you want to
cup.
go?
Don't
Two
comment,
girls, one
Chris.
I want to go through. I just want to get everyone's. What's your favorite episode?
I used to be a Charlie Sheen fan, so that one was hysterical to me, and I like that one. And I also like anytime you do a clip show of anything, that just cracks me up.
All right, Jay.
Actually, yeah, going back on the clip thing, I listened to the summary show that you did for last year recently, and that was pretty good.
Hey.
Yeah, I really couldn't, off the top of my head, think of one. So they're all good.
I know what you mean. It's so hard to pick just one, but when a man loves a woman,
My favorite's still the Obscenity Show. I think that one still makes me laugh. That one and the Nursery Rhymes are still my two favorite ones.
Yeah,
What's your favorite there, Spear?
I'd have to agree with those two. The Profanity Show and the manscaping show, the one we were talking about man's handles, when we had these two roommates that came in and had no idea that they were on a podcast.
And
They
then
were like-
ask what's a podcast.
Yeah, they're like, "This is going to be on iTunes? What?"
That was possibly my favorite moment ever in the show. And then I had, like, I don't even know how long a discussion with Katie about, like, shaving. Katie, who was on that podcast, like, after you guys. It was amazing and got her to change the way she did.
There you go. That's what we do on this program. We
We're making
change
change.
people. We change people for the better. That's how we
Thank you.
roll.
I actually kind of like the zombie invasion one, too. It was just kind of, it was just fun. And it was timed right with, like, Halloween and stuff. And it was just one of those things that everyone always talks about, right? What do you do when when zombies attack?
And wait, everyone always talks about that?
Yeah, well, you got to be prepared, Shell.
Oh.
The
Oh,
apocalypse
man,
is coming.
Must be a guy thing.
My whole problem with that show was it really kind of illustrated to me where my relationship with Gantorn is, because Gantorn was ready to cap me in the knee so that I would get eaten by the goddamn zombies.
That was funny.
Corey, what's your favorite show?
Corey has only recently started listening to the shows.
Yeah, I did listen to them. I knew how bad they were.
For the first year.
Wait. We were brought on as 4 of your most popular listeners,
No,
What if-
you are our only
You
four
are our
listeners.
4
Only 4
listeners.
and one of the hosts admits that he only recently started listening to the show.
Yeah, it was only a year
Yeah,
ago.
but I participated, so
And actually, Zeth, I think after I'd listened to a couple of them and we had a chat, and I was saying, you were asking for ideas, and I said, yeah, something must be done about this show.
Yeah.
Like, that was it.
Yeah.
Speaking of this show, so, Corey, what are they calling you, Ganthor?
That's his last name.
Ganthor.
Ah,
Right, Lothar of the Hill People.
I,
I figured it was something like that. I didn't realize his last name.
Now his name is Ganthor. That's it. That's
is
going to
a pretty
stick.
Badass name.
The Hill People know his
Winter is coming.
That's right.
All right, well, we're going to play a little game with you guys to see if you, not only are you listening, but are you paying attention?
How well we listen.
Did I say how good? Did I really say how good?
Oh, finally, someone other than me gets nailed for that shit.
No, please. I can't stand it. I correct everyone as soon as they say good or well wrong. I speaks me good English well. Anyway, so we're going to do a little game. I am going to... We have, what do we got here? 7 questions. We're going to start... I'm going to start with ladies first. And then we'll start in order of alphabetical order. No, we'll just... I don't know what I'm talking about. How about-
Just go
we'll
crazy.
cut this. We'll do it alphabetically, just because I'm not going to remember the order of people's names. We'll do it alphabetically. The first person to get the answer correct will get 1 point. And then whoever gets the most, we're going to send you a shirt that says something on it.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Maybe it says, I listen.
Something about somebody's mom.
Yeah.
So we're going to start this off with, we'll start with Adam, because he's first alphabetically. Within 5, how many episodes have we done?
72. Oh,
Your name's not Adam.
sorry.
Damn it! Follow the rules!
Or does it start with A?
Carry the 1.
Hold on. I'm working on it.
You're looking it up. Stop being a douchebag.
looking it
Answer the
up.
I'm
question.
looking it up. Like I have that kind of computer capabilities.
Next.
Let's see. Do a show a week, right? And
Oh,
there's,
jeez.
I didn't realize I needed. I didn't
Oh.
realize I need to impose a time limit on this.
let's say 58.
Bala?
69.
69 is actually the correct answer. We have the real answer is we have 68 published episodes and 70 total episodes prior to this one. So 69 is actually the
69,
answer.
including this one, is actually correct.
Bala, 1 point.
69, dudes!
I thought this was a layup for someone, but you know.
All right, next up, Jay, this one's for you. What is the beverage that made the Z-Man go crazy?
Or Loco.
Four Loko
There you
is
go.
correct.
For those who missed that actually happening, Zeth pranced around, and I think he explained it maybe in a previous episode, but he pranced around in just a Speedo, a bow tie, and possibly a top hat.
Wait, I didn't know about the top hat. I knew about the booty
There's
shorts.
a top hat involved, yeah.
And
Is-
and this is in a park next to children in the middle of Cambridge Commons, for those of you who might know what that is.
For that
You
kind of
know,
behavior, you can get on the
Cambridge
list.
Commons!
Yeah, that is a true statement.
I mean, I gotta ask: were there terrified women and children running during this whole display?
Technically, yes, but they weren't allowed to run away because we were all in the middle of a kickball game.
So there's a visual.
Yeah.
Z wearing a bow tie, nothing but a bow tie, a top hat, and booty shorts.
Booty shorts.
And he might not have explained. He had a cape on. Actually, sorry, he had a cape on, which he used as a matador would to ask the kickball to come over the plate.
And confuse the pitcher and catcher.
I don't really get much leeway on this because I think the next morning I tried to ask him what had happened that night. And, yeah, I might have chosen the wrong person to figure that out.
My response was I was going to ask you the same question.
Good job.
All right, so that's good. Next up, Shelley.
Yes.
Who is Spears' dad?
What? Not Spears' mom? Does that count as an answer?
No, that is not. I'll give you another answer, another opportunity.
Oh,
He doesn't even know.
I know what you're talking about now.
Holy shit. He doesn't know.
Was it Corey? No, I
Yeah.
forgot.
Corey G is Spears' mom. Dad.
Right.
Sorry.
I got it.
Because
The time travel episode.
the time travel episode, and
Right.
I think it's been come up a couple times of how that all works out, but
Yep.
apparently it's real and the math works.
It is a physical impossibility. I am older than he is.
Time travel, bitch.
Whatever.
Shut up, son.
All
I'm
right,
sorry,
hey.
Pop.
All right, Paula, you're up next. What show and what was the name of the worst song I've ever sung?
I don't remember the answer, but it would be Cars should be the correct answer because you sang it incorrectly.
That is not the correct answer, but nope. Next up would be Jay's option.
Well, the one that I can't get out of my head is the "I Want to Be a Millionaire" song.
All right, no, that's still not. I think that one did a pretty good job on that one,
I
actually.
think you did do a pretty good job, but I still can't get it out of my head. It's a problem.
All right, Shelly, what do you got?
I have two guesses. One was the Eagles fight song because you couldn't get it right.
These are all
And-
very good answers, actually. I may have to report. I
and
might have
the
to
other-
award a point to
Eagles
everybody.
fight song?
I
Yeah.
fucked it up like 3 times, dude.
And the other was so high pitched that I don't even think dogs heard the rest.
Yeah,
What was it?
What was the song?
I don't.
You don't remember?
So
No.
can I answer it?
Yeah, go for
Yeah,
it.
go ahead.
I would go with Seal.
Yep.
Was that it? A
That's
Kiss
the
from
one
a
that
Rose?
definitely it. That is
Yeah.
That
buddy.
is the answer we were
That's
looking
it.
for.
Yes!
That's it.
That was the one that made little children cry.
Oh, we even made fun of it on the American Idol show.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think a lot of
yes.
made a lot of people cry.
All right, so right now it's pretty tied. A's got 2, Ball's got 1, Jay's got 1, Spears got. Yeah, that looks weird when I write that. Spears got 1. We'll rate that to Shelley.
Thank you.
2 more questions. We'll do this as a toss-up. First person to answer this one correctly. What is the only show in which Spear not only didn't edit it, but didn't even appear on?
The one with the
Bathroom show.
bathroom.
That's Adam.
Oh man, I said it first. I just didn't.
No,
get
you
it back.
didn't. All right, and last but not least, I'm going to do this a toss-up either, but I think it's unfair for Shelley to answer. Who is our most famous guest host?
Adam.
Incorrect.
Oh, you had that other pod. You had that other pod
Yeah.
Oh, the podcast dude, right?
cast where you're like hit
Steve
one
and
way
Bob or something.
Yeah, his name is Brian Quinn, and he's from the Tell 'em Steve Dave podcast. And for-
Way to ruin it, Spear.
Yeah, seriously, could you... We already knew you knew the answer.
Yes,
Well, I don't
that
get
was the
points?
answer that I was looking for.
How could it not be Adam? Because he's related to Zeth, who's trying to become the most famous Zeth on the internet. Which,
Yeah,
if it
that's
weren't for
true.
toilet paper, he probably would be.
Dude,
It is
you got
true.
some cum on your face from filleting him so badly here.
We go back.
all right, let's wrap this up. So, what did we learn? What did we learn about our listeners? Zeth, we'll start with you. What did we learn about our listeners?
I learned that our listeners actually listen. They're not all that bad.
There you go. Gantorn, what'd you learn?
They're not the brightest bulbs, but there's some moments there.
What did I learn? Well, I learned that that people.
I'm just kidding, guys. I like you.
Aw.
You make me feel good about my sad, crappy hobby.
All warm and fuzzy.
No, not warm and fuzzy, just less sad.
Less sad. There are pills for that.
They don't work.
Oh.
Podcast.
Oh God.
Podcast for that.
I'm just gonna move along. I learned that our listeners actually do have really good ideas, and all we need to do is talk to them and listen. Ganthor, if you listen, you'll
You
get
know
some.
what?
You'll
I
get
was
some good
almost
stuff.
named Thor when I was born.
God, I hope you're
Yeah.
kidding.
I'm being serious.
Nope, you're not.
Yeah, I totally am. It'd be kind of ironic because I'm nowhere like the Norse thunder god, but
Oh,
No.
really?
Oh, really?
I mean,
He's
in terms of physique asshole.
He's a god, he's not the god.
There
You
you
have
go.
a physique's asshole?
Okay.
Oh, all
Wow,
right.
it's going off the rails now.
Yeah, off the rails. Jason, what did you learn?
I learned that Corey has a last name.
There you go. Shell, what did you learn?
I learned that you have awesome topics already covered, and everyone should listen. And there are plenty more topics that can be covered, so your show will go on.
Good job. Bala, what'd you learn?
I learned to continue not posting on the Facebook page so that Corey doesn't make fun of my ideas.
There you go. That's a job well done. Hey, what'd you learn?
I learned that you need better advertising and to get the show out there.
Yeah, damn straight. So if you're listening out there, I say it every week. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your neighbors.
Tell Spears' mom.
No, Spears' mom already fucking knows. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Um,
she does.
Tell everyone to check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/4listeners or 4listeners.com, or on iTunes. Just go ahead and search for 4Listeners, and we'll pop right on up. I thank all of you, all four of you, for continuing to listen. I know, Shelley, I kind of make you listen, but I appreciate you listening to us anyway. And thanks to all four of you for helping us out this week. Very much appreciated. And we thank all of you out there for listening to us this week and hopefully every week, and hope you will check us out again next week. Thanks a bunch, everybody.